Based on the questions and queries I have received, I thought this will help to the seeker who are not sure how and where to begin. My approach is to guide you as a teacher based on my personal experience and the knowledge I have received from my teachers, and share it in a logical, practical, progressive, and concise manner without using lofty words. You read, listen to different perspectives. Some may attract, inspire, or move you in many different directions. And many times it confuses you too as which path to follow and how to proceed. Please keep in mind that each of us has an unique, deep desire, and so is our journey. So we find our path accordingly. You may have got overwhelmed with the tons of tantric texts I shared in my previous video. But just to have a foundation, I recommend you these 4 books. Introduction to Tantra Shastra, The Serpent Power, Shakti and Shakta, and Tantra of Great Liberation or Mahanirvana Tantra. They are available on Amazon. Though the reading part is easy, the challenging part is how to figure out things or desires going within ourselves and dive further. So I will share 4 practical steps for a seeker. The first step is to be genuine with yourself. Do a soul searching, a self-inquiry as what you want. It is possible that you may be interested in more than one thing at the same time. If so, to begin, just pick the topmost burning desires. It can be purely worldly or spiritual or both. It does not matter, but be honest to yourself. It helps to know that the reason why and what you are seeking. The second step is to dive one step further, to check yourself, comparing the dominant desires you have in worldly and a spiritual area. Where do you stand? Remember the types of people and their divisions I covered in the previous video. Where do you identify yourself? This reflection further helps you to determine your goals. Now, step 3. Reflect and observe your psychological temperament. As per modern psychology, there are 4 kinds of people: dynamic, emotional, intellectual, and intuitive or psychic. So are the 4 classical paths. No one path is suitable for all, but one may feel easier for someone that aligns with his or her temperament. So the first one is path of action or karma, closely relates to dynamic temperament. The second one is path of devotion or bhakti, relates to emotional temperament. Third is path of knowledge or jnana, relates to the intellectual temperament. And the fourth is the path of yoga or yog, relates to intuitive or psychic temperament. It is not easier for most seekers to simply start any path they want. It requires some guidance and preparation. Technically, each path is called a yogic path. The relationship between Tantra and yoga is like father and son, but both have their own identity. Yoga is an integral and core component used as an application of Tantra. Lord Shiva shared many different approaches of yoga. The major ones I have covered in my previous videos, especially in the various tantric practices and their levels. These yogic methods and different branches can be used in both the right hand path and the left hand path practices, though uses of these practices are more visible in the right hand path due to the obvious reasons. But please keep in mind that an authentic Tantra yoga practice requires the right combination of all 4 paths with different proportions as per individual temperament. So the first 3 steps give you an idea as where you stand. You know the reason, desire, and your temperament, that indirectly indicating your predominant path. Like one size does not fit all, one path or one set of practice does not work for everyone. Do not choose a path because it is popular or your friends and family or somebody else is following it. Based on your temperament and your deep desire, you may feel inclined towards a particular path naturally. Sometimes you have to try more than one path if you are not sure and experience it before committing to one you are inclined to follow. But don't become an endless hopper either. The fourth and the last step on any chosen path, be mindful of the practices. Do not turn your practice like an ordinary ritual which lacks the dedication, devotion, and losing the sight of your goal or the ultimate. Because if that happens, you will experience it as a dry practice devoid of bliss and joy, and you will start to lose interest. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the information, please subscribe, like, and share so that everyone else can also enjoy this.